Welcome to Ottawa, you lot. Forget Paris, Rome, all those overhyped tourist traps. This right here, this is Ottawa, Canada's capital. And let me tell you, this city's got more to offer than just maple syrup and ice hockey, alright? We're diving headfirst into the best this city has to offer. From greasy spoons with heart to Michelin star contenders, we're covering it all. Buckle up, because we're about to embark on a bloody delicious adventure. First things first, we're hitting the streets. Ottawa's got this charm, this energy, it's infectious. You've got Parliament Hill looking all majestic, the Rideau Canal where you can skate your heart out in the winter. Get ready to tantalize those taste buds because Ottawa's culinary scene is on fire. We've got everything from award-winning restaurants to hidden gems tucked away in charming neighborhoods. Trust me, your stomach will thank you. Let's get this show on the road, shall we?
Right, listen up. We're kicking things off in the Byward Market, the beating heart of Ottawa. This place is buzzing, a sensory overload in the best way possible. You've got street vendors hawking their wares, buskers serenading you, and the aroma of 1,000 different spices. We're here for the food, glorious food, fresh produce, artisanal cheeses, and enough maple syrup to drown a moose. Grab a beaver tail, find a bench, and soak it all in.
Okay, you lot, enough with the street food. It's time to up our game and head to Play Food and Wine. This place is the real deal, a culinary playground for adults who know their onions. The menu changes with the seasons, always experimenting with fresh local ingredients. Flavors are out of this world, explosions of taste, textures that'll make you weak at the knees. It's not just about the food, it's about the experience. The atmosphere is buzzing. Every detail, from music to chilled glasses, is meticulously thought out. For a dining experience that's a cut above, Play Food and Wine is the place to be.
El Camino, you donkey. This place is a bloody institution in Ottawa for a reason. Forget your soggy microwaved excuses for Mexican food. Here, it's all about fresh ingredients, bold flavors, and enough tequila to drown a donkey. The tacos are the star of the show. Imagine this. Soft, warm tortillas piled high with your choice of fillings. Slow-cooked meats, sizzling veggies, salsas that'll blow your mind. Don't even get me started on the guacamole. It's so fresh, it's practically still singing. And the tequila? Let's just say they got enough varieties to turn you into a donkey whisperer. Whether you like it neat, on the rocks, or in a margarita that'll knock your socks off, El Camino has got you covered. This isn't some sad, watered-down excuse for a drink. This is the real deal. So, listen up, you Muppets. If you're looking for an authentic taste of Mexico in the heart of Ottawa, then get yourself down to El Camino. Just be sure to pace yourself with the tequila, yeah? Otherwise, you'll be the one making an ass of yourself.
The Ministry of Coffee, you call this a ministry? More like a bloody cathedral dedicated to the art of coffee. This place gets it right. They treat coffee with the respect it deserves. Beans sourced from every corner of the globe, roasted to perfection. The baristas are artists, crafting each cup with precision and care. So if you're after a coffee experience that'll wake you up, get yourself to the Ministry of Coffee.
Café Cristal. Finally, a touch of elegance in this city. This place is like stepping into a Parisian dream with its beautiful decor and charming atmosphere. It's the perfect spot for a romantic date or a posh afternoon tea with your mates. But don't let the fancy setting fool you. The food here is anything but stuffy. They've got a wide range of teas from all over the world, each one more fragrant and delicious than the last. And the desserts? Oh, the desserts. From delicate macarons to rich chocolate torts, every item is a masterpiece. They even have gluten-free and vegan options, so no one has to miss out on the sugary goodness.
Each bite is like a symphony of flavors and textures in your mouth. So if you're looking for a sophisticated spot to indulge your sweet tooth, look no further than Café Cristal. Just try not to lick the plate, yeah? We're not animals here.
All right, you lot, listen up. We're off to Westboro Village, a bloody oasis of trendy spots and top-notch grub. This place is buzzing with energy, packed with more character than a 3 Michelin star restaurant. Forget your greasy spoons, Westboro's where it's at for a proper culinary adventure. Chic cafes overflowing with artisan coffee and pastries so good they'd make a French pâtissier weep. So ditch your preconceived notions about boring old Ottawa because Westboro's here to shake things up. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. This is where the cool kids come to play.
Right, you Muppets! We're about to enter the culinary sanctuary of Gothic, a place where refined dining meets a warm and inviting atmosphere. Don't let the fancy name intimidate you, though. This isn't some stuffy, pretentious joint where you need a dictionary to understand the menu. At Gothic, it's all about approachable elegance. They take quality ingredients and transform them into culinary masterpieces that are as pleasing to the eye as they are to the palate. Think perfectly seared scallops, succulent roasted duck, and decadent desserts that will send your taste buds into a frenzy. The chefs here aren't afraid to experiment, pushing the boundaries of flavor and presentation. But don't think for a minute that they've sacrificed taste for artistry. Every bite is an explosion of flavor, a testament to the skill and passion in the kitchen. So if you're tired of the same old boring restaurants, Gothic is the perfect place to elevate your dining experience. Come hungry, come curious, and prepare to be wowed.
Listen up, you bunch of numpties. We're diving into the world of supply and demand, a restaurant that lives and breathes freshness. This isn't your average seafood shack, no siree. This is where the ocean's bounty meets culinary creativity, and the results are bloody brilliant. We're talking oysters so fresh, you can practically taste the sea salt. Handmade pasta that would make an Italian grandmother weep with joy. And cocktails, oh those cocktails, crafted with precision and bursting with unexpected flavors, they're the perfect complement to your meal. The chefs at Supply and Demand are like culinary wizards, transforming simple ingredients into dishes that are both sophisticated and satisfying. They understand that the key to great food is using the best possible produce, and they don't cut corners. So, if you're looking for a dining experience that's both memorable and delicious, look no further than Supply and Demand. Just be sure to book in advance, because this place is in high demand and for good reason.
Right, you lot, listen up. After exploring the culinary chaos of Byward Market, you might need a serious caffeine kick. And let me tell you, Equator Coffee is not messing about. These guys are passionate about their coffee, sourcing the finest beans from sustainable farms. It's like they've traveled the world, handpicked the best beans, and roasted them to perfection. None of that burnt, bitter nonsense you get in some places. Here, you're in for a proper brew, bursting with flavor. And it's not just about the coffee, you donkey. They've got a welcoming atmosphere that'll make you feel right at home. Whether you're a coffee connoisseur or just need a bloody good cuppa, this place is a must-visit. So get yourself down to Equator Coffee, grab a table and savor the aroma. Trust me, it's a coffee experience that'll wake up your taste buds. And if you see anyone ordering a decaf, well, let's just say they won't want to be on the receiving end of my service.
All right, you hungry lot, let's talk brunch. And more importantly, let's talk Baker Street Cafe. This place is an institution, serving up hearty, no-nonsense brunch dishes that'll make your taste buds sing. We're talking fluffy pancakes stacked high, crispy bacon that's cooked to perfection, and eggs done any way you like them. And the portions? Don't even get me started. You'll practically need a crane to lift your plate. But that's not all. Baker Street Cafe is known for its warm, friendly vibe. It's the kind of place where everyone feels welcome, from families with screaming kids to hungover students nursing a coffee. So, if you're looking for a brunch spot that's big on flavor, big on portions, and big on heart, then look no further than Baker Street Cafe. You won't be disappointed. But be warned, after a meal here, you'll need a bloody good nap. You've been warned.
Listen up, you food-loving adventurers. Today we're venturing into Glebe, a neighborhood that's as charming as a perfectly plated dessert. This place is a haven for foodies, with its cozy dining spots and unique coffee shops. You'll find everything here, from intimate bistros tucked away on side streets to bustling cafes with outdoor seating. Glebe is all about savouring the simple pleasures in life, a good meal, a great cup of coffee and good company. It's the kind of place where you can wander aimlessly, stumbling upon hidden gems and local favourites. So ditch the map, put on your walking shoes and prepare to discover the culinary delights of Glebe. And trust me, this neighbourhood won't disappoint. It's got something for everyone, whether you're a seasoned gourmand or a picky eater. Now let's get exploring. There's food to be tasted and adventures to be had in the heart of Glebe.
Listen up, you lot. We're in Glebe now, heading to the Rowan. This place is trying to elevate Canadian cuisine. They're pulling it off, putting a modern twist on classic dishes. Refined, elegant, something you'd be proud to serve in a Michelin-starred restaurant. The Rowan prides itself on using fresh, local ingredients. Dishes bursting with flavor, cooked to perfection. We'll be diving into their menu, from appetizers to mains. It's time to see if the Rowan can live up to the hype.
Right, you lot. Forget about fancy foams and microscopic portions. We're talking pizza now. Proper pizza at Piazza Fresh Fired. This is the real deal. Wood-fired ovens, fresh dough made daily, and toppings that would make an Italian grandmother weep with joy. The crust, crispy and charred to perfection. The sauce, bursting with tangy tomatoes, and the cheese, oh the cheese. Melted to a golden brown, bubbling with flavor. Now, I've had my fair share of pizzas in my time, from Naples to New York, and let me tell you, this place has got me excited. The smell alone is enough to make your mouth water.
Listen up, you lot. We're about to enter the wonderful world of bagels at Kettleman's. Bagels so good they'll make you want to slap your mama. Freshly baked, perfectly chewy, with a crust that crackles, hand-rolled, boiled in honey water, and baked until golden brown. And the smell, oh my god, the smell. Not just plain bagels, but a whole rainbow of flavors. Cream cheese, smoked salmon, hummus, the list goes on. That's how you eat a proper bagel, you donkey.
Right, you donkey. You call yourself a coffee lover and haven't been to Marala Specialty Coffee? This place is a hidden gem, tucked away like a bloody Michelin star in a greasy spoon's alley. Listen, they roast their beans in-house, and let me tell you, the aroma alone will knock you harder than a head chef on a Saturday night. It's enough to make you want to ditch that burnt, bitter crap you call coffee and actually taste what a proper brew should be. And for God's sake, don't even think about ordering a frappuccino here. This is a place for serious coffee drinkers, not for those who like their drinks sweeter than a grandmother's kiss. So get your act together, put on your big boy pants, and head over to Marala. Trust me, your taste buds will thank you for it.
Listen up, you Muppets. We're diving into Little Italy, and let me tell you, this ain't no Pizza Hut. This is the real deal, where you'll find nonnas hand-rolling pasta and chefs who treat their tomatoes like gold. Forget your soggy microwaved spaghetti. Here, you'll discover what Italian food is meant to be: fresh, vibrant, and bursting with flavor. We're talking pasta so good it'll make you weep, sauces that sing, and pizzas that would make the Queen herself beg for another slice. And don't even get me started on the bakeries. Cannolis bursting with ricotta, biscotti that'll make your teeth sing, and cakes that are pure works of art. So, ditch the frozen dinners, put on your best bib, and get yourself down to Little Italy. It's time to experience Italian food that's so good it's criminal.
All right, you lot, listen up. We're stepping into Giovanni's, a bloody institution in Ottawa's Little Italy. This ain't some fly-by-night trattoria. This place has stood the test of time, serving up classic Italian dishes that'll make you want to slap your mama. We're talking handmade pasta that's cooked to perfection, sauces that have been simmering for hours, and seafood so fresh it'll practically swim onto your plate. Giovanni's doesn't mess around with fancy gimmicks or molecular gastronomy. They focus on what truly matters: bloody good food and the atmosphere. It's like stepping into a little slice of Italy, with warm lighting, friendly staff, and the aroma of garlic and basil filling the air. So if you're looking for a taste of the old country, a place where you can indulge in authentic Italian flavors, then get yourself down to Giovanni's. And for God's sake, order the spaghetti alle vongole. Trust me, it's a religious experience.
La Roma, you donkey. This place is a bloody institution in Little Italy for a reason. It's been serving up classic Italian dishes for years, and let me tell you, they've got it down to a science. We're talking fresh pasta made in-house, rich sauces that'll make you want to lick the plate clean, and seafood so fresh it practically jumps out of the ocean and onto your fork. Don't even get me started on the wine list. It's longer than my last bollocking. From the moment you step inside, you're transported straight to Rome. The atmosphere is warm and inviting, with rustic decor and the tantalizing aroma of garlic and herbs filling the air. It's the kind of place where you can sit back, relax, and enjoy a proper Italian feast. Just try not to make a mess, yeah?
Listen up, you Muppets. If you think you know bread, you haven't been to Artisan Bakery. This place is a goddamn masterpiece. They've got bread for every palate, from crusty sourdoughs to fluffy focaccias. And don't even get me started on their pastries. We're talking croissants so flaky they melt in your mouth, pain au chocolat that'll make you weep with joy, and tarts bursting with fresh fruit. It's enough to make a grown man cry, for God's sake. The bakers here are artists, pure and simple. They treat their craft with respect, using only the finest ingredients and traditional techniques. And the best part? It's all ridiculously delicious. One bite and you'll understand why this place is a local institution.
All right, you lot, listen up. If you're looking for a decent cup of coffee in this town, Happy Goat Coffee Co. is the only place to go. Forget that burnt, bitter crap you get at some places. This is the real deal. They source their beans from sustainable farms around the world and roast them in-house to perfection. The baristas know their stuff too. They'll whip you up a cappuccino that'll blow your bloody mind. And if you're feeling adventurous, try one of their specialty drinks. But it's not just about the coffee here. The atmosphere is what really sets this place apart. It's hip and relaxed, with a cool, industrial chic vibe. You can tell that a lot of love and care has gone into creating a space where people can come together and enjoy a bloody good cup of coffee.
Right, you lot, listen up. We're off to Hintonburg, a melting pot of culinary delights. French-inspired bistros and retro diners serving comfort food. First up, Absinthe Cafe, a French bistro with local ingredients. Don't order the escargots if you're squeamish. Next, the Wellington Diner, a blast from the past. Juicy burgers, crispy fries and milkshakes. Finally, Susie Q donuts with gourmet toppings.
All right, you donkey, pay attention. We're at Absinthe Cafe, a French bistro that's not messing about. Authentic French cuisine with local seasonal ingredients. Whatever the chef is cooking up is going to be bloody delicious. Melt in your mouth duck confit, perfectly seared scallops, and a bloody good steak frites. And don't even get me started on the wine list. For a taste of France in Ottawa, look no further than Absinthe Cafe.
Listen up, you Muppets. Today, we're heading to the Wellington Diner, a proper greasy spoon. The coffee's always hot, the service is friendly, and the food sticks to your ribs. Think juicy burgers, crispy fries, and thick milkshakes. Don't miss the apple pie. The Wellington Diner is a local institution. Everyone feels welcome. Grab a seat, order up, and enjoy.
You've wandered through Ottawa's culinary landscape. You've tasted the best. You've survived the mediocre. And that's where Susie Q Donuts comes in. We're talking gourmet donuts with flavors that'll make your head spin. Imagine biting into a cloud of dough, light and fluffy, bursting with fresh, seasonal flavors. So go on, treat yourself. You deserve it.
All right, enough with the sugary distractions. We've got a city to explore, and you need your caffeine fix. We're heading to Bridgehead Coffee House, where they actually give a damn about their coffee. These guys source their beans ethically, roasted to perfection. It's the kind of coffee that wakes you up and makes you think, right, I'm ready to conquer the day?
Right, you've stuffed your face with gourmet donuts, had your caffeine kick, now it's time for a bloody history lesson. We're going to Parliament Hill, the beating heart of Canadian politics. This place is grand, it's imposing. It's got more history than a season of Hell's Kitchen has expletives. The main attraction here is the changing of the guard ceremony. It's a spectacle, a display of precision and tradition that'll make you feel like you've stepped back in time.
Right, you've stuffed your face with enough bloody poutine and beaver tails to sink a ship. Get yourselves down to the Rideau Canal, and for God's sake, try not to fall in. In the winter, this place transforms into the world's largest skating rink. Whether you're a seasoned pro or can barely stand, there's a patch of ice here for you. And for heaven's sake, wear a bloody hat.
Listen up, you culture vultures. We're about to step into the National Gallery of Canada, home to some of the finest art this country has to offer. And no, I'm not talking about those moose sculptures your aunt keeps trying to flog off on you. This place is the real deal, with masterpieces from the Group of Seven, indigenous art that'll blow your bloody mind, and even some contemporary pieces that might actually make you think. Now, I know what you're thinking. Giuseppe, I'm more of a meat and potatoes kind of person. Well, even a Philistine like you can appreciate the sheer scale and beauty of this place. So put down the bloody donut and let's get cultured, shall we? You might actually learn something. Just try not to touch anything. And for God's sake, keep your voice down. This isn't a football match, it's an art gallery.
Listen up, you lot. We're about to step back in time and explore Canada's fascinating history. The Canadian Museum of History is a bloody architectural masterpiece. Get ready to be transported through thousands of years of history. They've got interactive displays, multimedia presentations, and even a bloody IMAX theatre. Trust me, you won't be disappointed.
Right, you lot. Are you ready for a sensory overload? We're heading back to Byward Market, but this time, we're diving headfirst into the heart of it all, the market itself. This isn't some pretentious farmer's market with overpriced kale chips. This is the real deal. Get ready to be bombarded with vibrant colors, intoxicating aromas, and a cacophony of sounds. Local farmers hawking their fresh produce, artisans showcasing their unique crafts, and the smell of freshly baked goods wafting through the air. It's enough to make your head spin, but in a good way. And for all you foodies out there, get your wallets ready. From maple syrup treats and beaver tails to poutine and smoked meats, it's a culinary adventure waiting to happen. Don't be afraid to try something new. You might just discover your new favorite snack. So, come hungry, come curious, and come ready to experience the true heart of Ottawa. This is Byward Market, and it's a bloody brilliant way to spend an afternoon.
Well, there you have it, you lucky devils. We've explored Ottawa's culinary scene, from its trendy cafes and award-winning restaurants to its hidden gems and local favorites. We've wandered through its historic streets, marveled at its stunning architecture, and soaked up its vibrant culture. Ottawa is a city that has it all: history, culture, nature, and a culinary scene that's finally caught up with the rest of the world. It's a city that's constantly evolving, always surprising, and never disappoints. So, whether you're a history buff, a foodie fanatic, or just looking for a bloody good time, Ottawa has something for everyone. Remember, this is just a taste of what this incredible city has to offer. Now go out there, explore, and discover the magic of Canada's capital for yourselves. Safe travels, and for God's sake, try the foodie.